Okay. Yep, you got it. Let's close the deal. See you later. What's up, you guys? What's happening? Welcome to the live video. I hope my video is not all blurry like it was the other day. I guess my connection was pretty poor. But today, in this video right here, I want to blow your mind when it comes to surplus funds and unclaimed funds. But since we are live, do me a favor. If you're catching the replay, type in the word replay. If you're watching me live, I want you to say what's up. Tell me where you're from. What city you watching from? We're about to get our hands down and dirty. I'm going to get straight to the point today, guys. We're going to skip all the fluff and all the formalities. I want to get right into the training. And then you guys can ask questions. If I got time, I'll make sure I answer you. If not, I'll make sure I just get back and reply when I get a chance. But I got business to run, guys. I got things to do. I got a bunch of good news that landed on my plate right before I went on live. So I'll share that in a minute. But today, we're going to talk about a couple things. I did a poll in my Facebook group, and I let me pull this back up. But I did a nice little poll in my Facebook group, and I asked the question. I was like, "What are you struggling with the most? Is it getting started? Is it making a profit, or is it getting guidance?" And surprisingly, to me at least, a lot of people are struggling more with getting started than anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and just share that with you guys real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So right here is my little poll right here. And I just said, what's your biggest struggle with right now? 50% of the group is struggling with just getting started. And you know what? When I really think about it, because at first I was kind of shocked. I was a little surprised. I was like, wow, why is everyone struggling getting started? How hard is it to just start doing stuff, right? And I realized it's just like when I was coaching people in the weight loss realm. When I was teaching people how to do weight loss, what was the problem? It was getting started. You know, we push it off to Monday. We say, okay, maybe the weekend. You know what? Maybe next month, because this month's like crazy, right? Got kids and got this and got events. I can't get started. You know, like what we do as people, we give ourselves so many reasonable reasons why we can't start now. Like right now is the best time. If you're like, Joe, I want to start a business. This has been my dream. When is the best time to start? I'm going to ask you. I'm going to say, hey, how about now? Is right now a good time? You know, because if you can't start right now, if you can't do anything to get your business moving now, don't think it's going to be better the next day or next day. Even though, yeah, you might eventually get started in your business, but guess what's going to happen? You've created a habit so bad to where as soon as your business gets tough, you're going to abandon shit and you're going to put it off. You're going to put the brakes. It got hard. It got tough. Everyone's doing great except for me. Look, guys, I can show you right now how easy it is to get your business going, to get, just to get started. But you've got to make up that conscious decision that you are no longer going to make an excuse as to why you can't get started. And I'm not throwing stones because I've done it too. Okay, in different areas of my life. And then I realized I had to backtrack. I'm like, okay, Joe, you're really good at running your business. You're really good at, staying fit and doing the things that I enjoy doing. But when it comes to things that I have to do that I don't like to do, that right there, I'll find every reason under the sun. I mean, I'll find someone to text. I'll find someone to email. I'll find someone to serve. Anything that will keep me away from getting started. So this is me coaching you, telling you, look, if this is something you truly want to do and you want to make an extra income or primary income doing this business right here, you absolutely got to take initiative and just do it. Just do it. Even if it's something small, like it's like you created your business entity. You started doing the research. And that's what I want to show you guys today. I want to show you guys how easy it is. Now, if you got the course, you already know some of the basics on how to start your research. You know that every state, when it comes to surplus funds, they call it something a little different, right? It could be excess proceeds, tax overages, tax surplus. Matter of fact, I want to say tax surplus is used the least frequent, even though that's the most popular keyword amongst like investigators and agents who are recovery agents. The states don't really refer to it as tax surplus as much as we think. That, it's more excess proceeds, unclaimed property, tax overages. Those are more the key words. So when you're doing your Google searches or you're on Bing and you're doing your search, That's normally some of the keywords that I would suggest using and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick share screen and just show you guys how much money's out there and how much money that you're just sitting, you're just like letting it really just like go to waste. Let's just say excess proceeds, Clark County. All right. Okay. So excess proceeds, Clark County. I used to live in Las Vegas, so Clark County, I'm pretty familiar with that county right there. Excess proceeds, for those of you guys who don't know, that's just basically money that's left over from auctions, right? Someone got foreclosed on, and guess what? There's money right here, right away. It gives us the code. It gives us the code that talks about what someone's entitled to, and they have to collect it within 1 year after the deed is recorded. All right. I'm not going to go into finding deeds today. You guys got my free master course. You got my digital course, and some of you guys are getting coaching by me. So we're not going to waste time going into finding deeds through the parcel numbers and all that stuff like that. We're just going to go through the motions of how easy it is to find the money. So if I'm going to scroll down here, there's going to be a couple of things you guys can click. Sometimes you got to click around to find, okay, where is these proceeds at? Just make sure you're going to official government sites. Don't go to these random websites. Like, they'll trick you. It'll have, what's this .com. I really would kind of stay away from .coms if you can. Just make sure that it's official. Okay. So right here, let's see. Excess proceeds available. This shows a little bit of excess proceeds. That's not exactly the list I'm looking for. I'm going to go over here. Let's see. That's available. Let's go to welcome. Let's see where this takes us. Look at that. Let me show you guys how easy it is and how you can start your business and start making money right now. And after I go through this quick little walkthrough, I'm going to talk to you guys about a challenge someone shot to me in my inbox. It was good though. We can all agree to disagree, and it's good to be challenged because it does help you learn and grow. I don't claim to be the most knowledgeable in this area. I'm not an attorney. I don't study this all day long. I'm just another investigator who happens to be pretty good at doing this, making money. I know where to find it, and I know how to close deals. And I share how to do it, and if someone's going to challenge me, that's great. Maybe laws changed. Maybe like people have other processes that might be better. That's good to challenge each other. But I want to share with you guys how I got challenged the other day. So let's just jump right into it. This is money out here that is up for grabs, right? The deed was recorded on February 23rd, 2023. So the people who is owed this money, they have to claim this money within a year. You guys already saw when I did my first Bing search, you saw that it said you got to collect it within a year. All right. It even says it right here, within 1 year after the deed is recorded. Right here, deed recorded. So that's awesome for you, because that gives you a little bit of fire to play with when you call these people or contact these people. It gives you fuel to get them to move their butts and not procrastinate, not put you off, and let them know, like, look, I'll help you out. And unlike an attorney, I'm not going to charge you anything out of pocket. I'm going to help you out. And if you get paid, I get paid. That's it. And they give you the owner's name. All right. So you can see if it's multiple owners. You can see if it's just one owner. You can see like the parcel number to get some more details, because when it comes to foreclosures, you need to make sure that no one else is entitled to this money. All right. And again, I explain this in other videos, my masterclass, my digital course. I talk about finding out if there's other owners in there. But for you, just know that this person is owed $182,000. All right. Who knows the math? If we were to go ahead and let's just say on a small end, right? Let's say we're just going to do 10% on the small end right there, right? So for you, you're going to make $18,000 on the short end with an amount this high. $18,000. All right. Let's say you're going to do $182,000. Let's just multiply it by 20, right? Let's say you're going to do 20% on this deal right here. We're talking $36,000 paycheck for one deal. You get a hold of this one person, one deal. This person's name is Thomas Mejia. You get a hold of this person, you're going to make like $36,000. All right. And then I always get asked, Joe, well, how do we, file it? How do we do this? The instructions is right here. They give us everything. Most counties are pretty good. I will say other counties they kind of suck. I'm just gonna be real with you guys, but this is pretty good. I mean, it tells you the documents required, and they're gonna require you to fill out W-9. Why? Because you're making money. You gotta fill it out. But it has all the information right here, everything that you need to do. It even has the code right here, pursuant to their code. All right, about all the property assets you're trying to claim. Talks about certified copy of a marriage certificate if your name is different than what's owed. So men, ladies, I mean everyone has name changes, so it's whatever. Death certificate for people that you're claiming it for. All right. So if you're claiming the estate for somebody, that's good. If you got questions, they got their email right here. I mean, they're literally giving you all the goods. And check this out. It says, if the funds are being requested through a recovery agent, can somebody guess who the recovery agent is? The recovery agent is you. All right. They know that people like us do this. They know that we are helping people recover their assets. And it's just basically just stating the rules. Like, hey, if you're working with somebody, this is the rule. We just need to know that a copy of the contract assigning a portion of the benefits to the recovery agent must accompany the application. So this is in addition to the application. And I know your next question is like, well, Joe, where do I get the application? Well, I'm glad you asked, okay? Because the application's right here. It's right here. You just click right here. They give you the application that you need so you can recover those funds, all right? I'm going to scroll up to the top right here, and it has everything that you need. Release of funds. You got to get this completed. You got to get it notarized. Like, this is just mandatory. You just have to get it done. And of course, you want your client to fill out this W-9. It just has to get done. It's required by the state. So all these things right here, guys, is very simple to do, and then you can find templates online, right? This is authorization for agents to collect excess proceeds. And this is a nice template right here. You can always tailor it unless the state gives you, like California gives you, an investigator contract. A question I was asked on my YouTube channel, someone asked me, hey, Joe, can we change up the contract or what would you use? Would you use California's contract or mine for the state of California? I use both because speed is king. And even though we're not selling them anything up front, we're still selling ourselves. We're selling a service. So I'm going to get a contract in your hand immediately so you can sign it. So now we are, well, at least you feel like we're bonded. Then I'm going to come around in the rears when I get all your documents and I got a little time because now you gave me the yes. Now you're going to give me some time to collect all the documents that I need to send to you. And then you're going to complete the California one that's required. So I do both anyway. You don't have to do both for all states, but I do. I don't care. I mean, I'm going to do it. I mean, and Nevada's saying do it. Nevada's like, hey, we got an application, but you need to have yours as well because Nevada wants to know what kind of deal are you doing with these people. They want to make sure these people aren't signing a deal with the devil, right? They want to make sure that people are playing within the rules. So just make sure you guys are covering yourselves when it comes to, the templates that you guys are using. It's not hard. And although you'll never know every state that you're working, it's good to do the research. And if you don't know if there's a limitation on how much you can claim, most counties, if you go back over here, go to the instructions, right? I'm just going to go back here, go down here. I'm going to scroll nice and slow so y'all can see it. They tell you who to contact. Contact us. Ask them. You don't need to hire an attorney to figure this out. If you want to search endlessly on this right here, because I guarantee you, I'm going to click on this. There's going to be all kinds of laws. Check this out. Look at that. If you don't want to go through all this and spend all day long trying to figure out like what's the percentage that you can do for a specific state, because it may take you to this one, but then you might have to click on another one, which is going to take you to even more laws. And you're going to realize, oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Why? Why aren't we doing things the easy way, guys? Why aren't we just going ahead and using what they gave us? Maybe they get back to you today. Maybe they get back to you tomorrow. But guess what? You can get busy and get to work and start making your calls and closing deals until they get back to you. All right. So here's where I was challenged. Let me take this down for a second. Here's where I was challenged. I just showed you guys how to make $36,000. You send me a Starbucks card. All right. Here's where I got challenged. Someone said, Joe, you're teaching people how to close these deals without skip tracing and how to do it without cold calling. They said, that's wrong. Joe, you're wrong. Listen, When it comes to tax overages and unclaimed funds, there's many ways to get things done. Matter of fact, I advise people like when they get my course or if they get my coaching program, when they come into me, I tell people like, look, you got to make a couple points of contact because at least try to warm them up, right? Send a letter, send an email. When you give them a cold call, like ask them if they got it. Hey, this is Joe with United Surplus Seekers. Just following up on the email I sent you. I'm not sure if you got it. Like you want to be able to to tell them like, hey, I reached out to you and be honest. Did you or did you not? If you did some email, don't say you sent one. Don't lie, right? Just say, yeah, just follow up on that, right? So like at least it might be familiar to be like, you know what? Yeah, I did get an email from United Surplus Seekers. How can I help you? Awesome. Glad you asked. I'm actually calling to help you out. So you're just going through your script and you're just explaining who you are and what you do. That's it. It's always letting the person know what's the purpose of your call. Well, look, I sent you an email. I'm just calling to follow up. The purpose for my call is I'm a, asset recovery agent. I'm an unclaimed funds investigator. I work with Clark County as an independent investigator. And your file came across my desk, and I'm actually in the process of processing your funds. But I need to verify your identity, and I need to get your permission to process these claims so you can get your funds. Do you have 30 seconds? Like pause yourself and let them digest it. Oh, how much funds? Well, I'm glad you asked. According to my documentation right here, you have approximately, $160,000. Could be more, could be less. I haven't completed my investigation yet. I want to make sure before I go any further that you are who I'm looking for. And I want to make sure that when we do get your check processed and have the state or the county send you your check, I want to make sure to send it to the right person. Does that make sense? Great. And then you just go on from there. It's all about breaking it down to where they understand why you're calling, what you're calling for, and all this good stuff. So let's go ahead and backtrack and talk about no cold calling. Let's talk about not skip tracing, not having to do all this craziness, right? Well, this is applicable to state funds. All right. And this is applicable to how I discussed any business that wants to stay in business. You got to understand that if you don't have customers creating new customers, your business is going to suffer. I promise you that. You can have a badass month. You can come in and say, yo, Joe, I bought your program. I made $50,000. Woo, we're killing it. And the next 2 months, you get goose egg. The next 2 months, zero. How many of you guys watching this right now have been doing this business or been trying to do this business for the last couple months and come up with $0 so far? I guarantee you a lot of you. It's the way you were taught or it's the way you're doing business. It's one or the other, right? It's not sustainable. And you will see people, and I'm telling you right now, you will see people online flashing, oh, I made this check. You only see them like once. They'll get 1 or 2 big paydays. And then next thing you know, they disappear off the face of the earth because they're not making any more checks. They're not getting more money because their business model is not sustainable. What happens if Joe gets COVID and I get sick? And what happens if I go on vacation on a cruise and I'm not making any money? I'm making $0 because my business is reliant on me calling people, or it's reliant on me hiring a good virtual assistant who probably could care less, but it's reliant on them to get the job done. It's a hustle. It's a grind. Okay. Most businesses will not survive. And most of you guys don't have a budget to hire employees, let alone, doing it yourself. So if you don't participate in your business won't grow. That's a bad business model. The business model that I came up with and the business model that I teach in my course is simply this. Hey, you need to build up a pipeline of people who are raving fans who want to send you as many people that they know, like, and trust. And you are sitting back and you are helping people who show up in your inbox. That's it. That's the game right there. I teach you how to get these people in your inbox. I teach you how to work these people and how to create referrals. So why do I need to skip trace anybody? Why? All right. You came to me. I did what's called a honeypot. The honeypot is just attracting people to me who may have money out there for themselves. Now, not everybody has money out there. Not everybody has a big bank out there. But guess what? If I'm closing 5 to 10 deals a day, and I'm taking home $500 to $1,000 a day, and you're coming home with zero, who's doing better? And sure, you can argue. You can argue, well, Joe, I just need to close one deal, like you just showed, right? $182,000. That's $36,000. I might outpace you with one deal. And you're correct. You're correct. But how many investigators are calling that one person? How many people are hunting that person down, trying to get their information? They're sending letters, they're knocking on doors, they're doing emails, their social media reach outs. They are outpacing you. You think your little measly cold call double dial, you think that's going to outpace someone like me? I send personalized greeting cards, y'all. I got an unlimited stash of personalized greeting cards. You're not going to outpace me because I've been doing this too long and you're brand new. You're a rookie. Don't think that I haven't tried and done everything that you're trying to do. And so why not build a system where people are coming to you versus you chasing everybody? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that skip tracing doesn't work. I'm not saying that cold calls don't work. You can call 200 people a day if you want that you don't know that's cold. You can do that if you want to. Me, I don't have time. I don't have time. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to the freaking gym pretty soon. I don't got time to call 200 people, every couple hours. I don't got time for that. I got life to live. I got kids to pick up at 3:00 today. Me and my kids, we're gonna be hanging out. We're gonna be having a great time. So I'm saying you're in the same boat as me. You're watching this video because we're one of the same, right? We think similar. We're entrepreneur minded and we think smarter, not harder. So could you have a hybrid model? Yes. You can search, I don't know, five to six people a month. You can do skip tracing for that, right? It's relatively cheap to do that. And you can work them hard. You actually have the time, the energy, and the autonomy to try to find these 5 or 6 people like a real investigator should. And then on the other hand, while you're doing those couple people, it's not taking a lot of your time. Then you got people coming into your inbox because you did the no cold call play that I teach. And people are piling into your inbox, and then you're working them. And then once you start making a certain amount of money, you can hire yourself a virtual assistant. Say, hey, look, you're going to see about 10 to 20 people a day coming in here asking for, if they got money. I need you to research each person, and then I need you to reach out to them. If it's missing information, I need you to reach back out to them and work this for me, right? You can get employees to do that. And you can just be the face of the company. You can just continue to attract people, and you can get on the phone and close those deals. So people who are asking you for help, they're going to answer your phone call. Matter of fact, they're going to be excited that you called because they came to you first versus you knocking on someone's door like a vacuum salesman. And you got a good product. Don't get me wrong. You are not a scammer. You got a good product. But the problem is you're knocking on people's door. It was unsolicited. They didn't ask you for it. They weren't looking for you. Some people, a small fraction is going to be excited. But a bigger fraction of people are going to be like, hey, quit calling me. Get the hell away from me. So you're going to have good months and you're going to have bad months. I mean, if you spread it along the year, you're good. But what I'm trying to relate to you is most of us, especially brand new people, you need some wins. You need some deals closed on your belt. Even if it's a $50 deal, you're taking home $50. That's all you're getting paid, $50. Well, guess what? $50 adds up. I'd hate to break out my calculator on you guys, but like if we do the math, and you do 5 people and you only earn $50 for each of those people, I mean, that's $250 for the day. Okay. So if you're doing that much money, right? You're doing $250 a day. And let's just say you're working 20 days a year. I mean, what does that say right there, right? You're making, I don't know, the computer will show it, but you're making $5,000 a month. I mean, if that's in addition to your regular income, and these people came to you. You didn't go to them. They came to you. Does that not make sense to you? Does that not help you? I mean, I want you guys to understand that we get in our own way. The reason why people in the group, right, the Facebook group, the reason why people said, hey, Joe, check this out. Majority of us are struggling getting started. We can't get started. We can't get out of our own way. Here's my thing to you guys. You have not got started because you've been thinking yourselves out of making money. You have not given yourself a good enough reason to get started. You're giving yourselves better reasons not to start than to start. You're not looking at this as a legitimate real business. You're looking at this as a side hustle, and it's easier just to go become an Uber driver and go deliver people some food than it is for you to have a real business working for yourself, making real money. That's all it is. It takes a little bit of work in the beginning, guys. But we just opened up our wellness center. We just tripled our income, our third month in, tripled the income. The first month we made a certain amount, and then we damn near doubled it the second month. And then now we're going into our third month and we're tripling our income. Why? Because we understand business. We understand if I can get my customers to send me more customers, that's less work and that's not as expensive as me doing ads, right? If I do ads, it's going to cost me 25 times more to acquire a new customer than it is for me to keep a customer and to acquire a referral. 25 times of savings by getting customers referred. Think about yourself. How much time, if you could save 25 times more of your spare time, now you saying you don't have time is no longer a problem. It's no longer an issue. But the problem is people are trying to cut corners. You don't want to get trained, right? That's like someone trying to go and become a surgeon and you're going to YouTube your way to success. Someone wants to be a personal trainer and I'm just going to watch a bunch of exercise videos. I don't need to go get certified. I don't need a course. I'm just going to go watch people do a bunch of exercise moves. Now I'm a trainer. All right, you're cutting corners. So sure, you can perform the job. Are you going to be efficient? Are you going to be good? Probably not. Probably not. I don't know. And this is a discussion. I mean, guys, I'm a coach. I am a coach. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be transparent with you. I mean, if you suck, you suck. I got to tell you, look, you suck, but you don't have to suck forever. What you're doing is just not working. And if you don't want to make money, if that's your goal, then just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. As a matter of fact, have 5 side hustles because you're not focused on any of them. The only time I tell people that you can start implementing new side hustles is when you have a staff. See, I have 12 employees, right? They don't all work for Unclaimed Funds. I got employees that work for the clinic. I got employees that help me with my nonprofit. I got employees that help me with my social media. So like I can create things, then I can go higher, and then I can move on to the next stream of income. But I cannot do that by myself. I always get asked, Joe, how do you do all these things? How are you doing real estate? How are you doing unclaimed funds, state funds? And then you got a wellness center because I got a staff. That's why. How does Bezos do it? How does Mark Cuban? He owns the Mavericks. I mean, that's good enough. Hey, man, game over. You own an NBA basketball team. He's like, that's not enough. He's buying businesses all the time, and he has a staff that's under him that understands the vision, and they get it done. You will have a staff. I'm calling it right now. I'm telling you guys right now, you're watching this video, you will have a staff, but you need to start right from the beginning. You need guidance, you need training, you need coaching, you need something. You need a network, you need people who are doing the business. You need to get into a mastermind so you can stay on track and stay focused and stop doing all these random side hustles and you're a solopreneur. And stop dragging your family into every new idea and shiny object. Stop selling these supplements for MLMs and focus on what you want to do. Okay? If you're good at it, you don't have to do what you're passionate about. That's awesome. That's in game, right? But do what you're good at. And if you're good at this, you're good at research, you're good at making connections with people, you're good at staying organized, and this is for you. You don't have to be passionate about it. You just got to be good at it. That's what the job requires. So anyways, guys, that's my time for the day. I'm watching my phone. I'm like keeping track because I got some important meetings. I got a couple of deals that I'm closing today, matter of fact, and my clients are supposed to be turning all the paperwork. So I'm telling you guys right now, I'm closing deals daily, and I'm making time to apply for business grants daily. I'm making time to nurture my business. You need to make time too. If you haven't found to make time, I dropped my link here, there, somewhere. I dropped my link. Click the link. Hop on a call. I'll give you 15 minutes of my time for consultation. If you guys need a course, click the link, figure it out. You got this. You can do it. But these workshops, I do it every Friday for you guys to learn, get inspired, and get to work. Get busy. If you're telling yourself you'll do it this weekend or you're doing it Monday, you're already behind the curve. You better figure out what action can you do today so you can make progress in your business. So tomorrow, you're a little bit further ahead than you were today. Let's do it. That's right, Joe. I see you. Said, let's do it today. Let's get it done, guys. You guys have an amazing weekend. Be safe. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing and following my YouTube channel. For those of you guys on YouTube land, Facebook people, I'll be seeing y'all later. We got our coaching call in about an hour, okay? For the people in the group. I will see y'all later. Peace. Have a good one.